UnicornOverlord is a strategy-based RPG made by Atlas Games, Vanillaware, and published by the good people at Sega. It dropped early March, and I have over 200 bloody hours in this game. This game is seriously amazing to me. It blends tactical and strategic gameplay with stunningly designed backgrounds and character models to create a game that is as visually appealing to play as it is to look at. Now let's get to the bare bones of what the gameplay in this game consists of. You have squads that consist of 3 units per squad. Initially you start with 4 squads, but can upgrade both the number of squads you have and the number of units per squad as the game progresses. On-screen battles occur on this board game style map. The usual goal of each stage of the map is to defeat enemy squads, capture their command posts, garrisons, and eventually their strongholds. Squads are led by a leader, and the leader acts as the representative character sprite on the map for that squad. When that squad collides with an enemy squad, a battle initiates, and here is where the strategy lies. So as you can imagine, this is an RPG, so every unit comes with their own individual stats, abilities, and traits that affect battles. However, in UnicornOverlord, each unit has a set amount of action points and passive points, represented by red and blue gems. Red gems are usually offensive actions that your unit takes to deal damage or status the enemy squad, and blue gems are passive skills typically assigned to healing, buffing, or specific actions that occur when requirements are reached. Which unit that acts first in each squad is determined by each unit's initiative stat, and from here on we get deep into the complexities of the strategy layer that this game centers around. This section of this review may come out wordy and over-explained, so I'm gonna break it down in layman's terms the best that I can to save time. Essentially, this pre-battle screen is where the majority of the most crucial decisions will be made through your playthrough. Okay, so from this screen, you see each unit's individual health on your side and each unit's individual health on the enemy side. You see their passive points, you see their action points, you see what level they are, you see what class they are, and here, the battle's already fucking started. The strategy has already fucking started. This is where we get into the nitty-gritty of everything. From this battle prediction screen, you can see that the enemy squad is losing 662 health and my squad is losing 347 health. Now, the thing about these predictions, it doesn't tell you how we get to this point. It's not going to tell us what unit will die on our side, what abilities are going to be used, and what actually happens. We won't know that until we actually let the battle play out in real time. But the reason for these results could be a variety of reasons. It could be that the archers in the back fire off a bunch of arrows and kill my back supporting line. It could be that the wyvern riders at the front kill my support at the back, therefore getting rid of my healing that would offset the damage that the rest of their team would do, meaning that I take more damage that turn, which could be the reason why we're taking 347 damage this turn. It could be because they target our necromancer in the back, which doesn't have a lot of defense. It could be for a variety of reasons, a huge amount of mitigating factors that change how much damage your units receive and how each battle goes, and that is where the insane complexity even begins. So from here, you can change each position of the unit and different things will happen. Either your unit will be in a more advantageous position where they can use different skills, because one thing I didn't mention before is that some skills depend on the position of the enemy units and the position of your own units. This is not even to mention like the specific class traits of every class. Some classes are good against people on horseback, some classes are good against people that are flying, some units have large health pools but are very slow on the initiative side, some units have low defense but high attack and high initiative so they can attack quicker and attack more. It's all these little things that make the strategy so insane when it comes to this game. So each choice you make, each squad member you pick, each position you put them in matters. Oh, but do you think that's it? No, let's move on to the more insane strategic layer of your action points and your passive points and the specific conditions you can put on them to determine when they activate and under what conditions that these abilities activate. So on this screen you can see I have the finishing stab, decimate, wild fang, killing pursuit, bestial howl, and nocturnal strike. You can see next to them you have the gem requirement on the left, and after that you have the order that you put these actions in. So to explain in the most easiest way that I can explain, you choose a priority for which ability you want to activate in which order, and then on the condition on the right you can see what condition needs to be met for this ability to activate. So I want finishing stab to only be activated on targets that are below 50% HP, because this ability does more damage to people that are below a certain amount of health, and I don't want it to be wasted on someone that is at max health. So I can put that condition there. I could change the conditions and requirements for each ability to best suit this squad that I've put this unit into, and that is where the strategy gets insane. The amount of choice that you are afforded in this game. You can build your squad whatever way you like. You can build a squad that only ever fucking heals if you fucking like. If that's what you want to do. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You could do that if you're really doing the whole stall build. You could do that, but I wouldn't. What you could do is it's the amount of choice and complexity and how you approach each fight. You can change this battle by battle at any point in time on the map. You can change the conditions for what you want each ability to do, what order you want each ability to have, what priority you want each ability to have. You can do that. You are afforded that choice. You are allowed to play this game however you like, with whatever units you like, as long as it works for you. So let's go through another example. So here we have another battle between my squad and an enemy squad. So as you can see, we're actually going to body these bosses, 524 damage to 10 damage. But watch what I do here in the strategy layer. I re-enable my healer's ability that works on units that are less than 100% HP. As the prediction says, I get more HP, actually heal 39 HP in total from this battle, and they take even more damage. So that ability that I activated could have affected the other units and what abilities they were able to get off, irregardless of the enemy's ability to do damage and prevent more damage taken by my units. So it's little choices like that, that you make, and the fact that you can see the predictions for each fight before you get into it. It's that give and take. With yes, you know that you can possibly lose this fight, or you can possibly win this fight, but you don't know how you're going to get there other than through your own deduction and your own strategic planning. That is where this game really excels when it comes to the tactical layer of this game. And it's all these little decisions and choices that make up the strategy layer of this game. I've used strategy layer like fucking 70 times during this fucking video. But you get what I'm talking about. You get how like intricate it all is and how much it all comes together to work in each individual battle. And that is just one battle. Each of these stages can consist of 30 plus battles between your units and the enemy units, and each one matters. And sometimes you do lose a fight. Sometimes you just have to minimize the losses. You have to rearrange your units in a way where you minimize how much losses your squad takes from that battle. So let's talk about before you even get to the battles. So before you get to the battles, each unit has valor skills, and valor skills are skills that can be used on the map itself. Some valor skills increase your damage before you go into a battle. Some valor skills do damage to enemy squads before you get to them. Some valor skills can hit from far away. Some valor skills heal your squad before you get into the battle. Some valor skills teleport your units across the map. Some valor skills destroy barricades, and that's another thing. The design of each stage is very intentional. They are designed in a way to where it's like a high fantasy battlefield. There are traps, barricading placements, ramparts, there's ballistas that can also do damage outside of battles, and this is something both the enemies can commandeer and you can commandeer as well. Outside of battles, you can use a variety of items. You can use items to get more valor points. You can set up your own garrisons. You can set up your own emplacements that act as mini garrisons for typically archer units and magic units to spam. Arrow rain or fire rain that usually occurs at the beginning of battles and can determine how much damage your units or the enemy units take. Depends on your own decision making on what you want to prioritize when you go to war. And we haven't even started talking about the equipment that you can have. So some abilities are tied to equipment. Some abilities come on the equipment. They have their own gem requirements, but they also have their own bonuses that can also affect the strategy layer of the game. Like, there is honestly too much to talk about what this game does well. I've only talked about the bloody battle system, and we're already 19 minutes into this recording. Thank fuck I'm not doing a whole review. This is meant to be a whole review of the goddamn game. I can't. Yo, this is me editing the video. I go on a yammering, yapping, rambling appreciation speech about this game from this point onwards in the review/video, and I go on for a while. It's just me gushing about the fucking game. There is no more review from this point on. It's just me talking about how much I love this game. So if you don't want to see that, just skip to this mark on screen right now and you'll get to the end of the review. But if you really want to hear my thoughts on why I love this game so much, just keep listening. Like, this game has so much going for it in terms of like just everything, and that's why this game so far, this game has been my game of the year since March. I played a bunch of games this year, and nigga, I have not enjoyed anything as much as I have enjoyed playing Unicorn Overlord. This game is me to a T. This is what I need. This is personally what I wanted from gaming this year. This year has been great for games all around, but for me, this is my game of the year. I played a bunch of games. I played Path of the Goddess, Space Marine 2, currently, because we're currently in fucking September when I'm recording this video. I played a bunch of games, but this, it's still in the back of my mind, my personal game of the year. No one else will think that. This game already really sold 1 million copies, which is good.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
But it's not fucking God of War numbers, if we're being fucking for real. But who cares about that? We don't give a fuck about numbers here. We give a fuck about quality. I'm not saying God of War's not quality. I'm saying this game to me is quality in my heart, nigga. This game is fucking amazing. I'm only talking about the battle system because there's too much to talk about. This video will be an hour long if I'm talking about the entire game as a whole. I'm not even like, I haven't even really gushed about the fucking sprite work. The artwork in this game is just immaculate. It's so well designed, so intentionally well designed. Every unit class has personality to it. Every character that you meet has their own personality and things that make them interesting to play with. The gameplay design is so intentional and deep that you get lost in it. I've gotten lost in it. I've been in the training mode, just pitting my units, my squads against each other, just testing out different combinations for hours. I've done that for hours, not even touching the campaign. Just sat there in the training mode, just seeing which unit works in which squad better and what it's like, because that's the type of bloody autistic obsession that I love from games that I'm a fan of. That's the level of autistic obsession. That's the type of dumb shit that I do. I just sit in the training mode and just pit my squads against each other and try to just perfect it. And that's what I love, that this game allows that. And even just to get on the more accessibility side of things, the fact that you can skip battles, you can skip battles if you want. You don't have to watch every battle. You can just press start and it will skip the battle and you will just see the result. If you want to do that, if you're doing a speed run, if you get tired of seeing animation, because obviously you see the same thing over and over again, sometimes you get tired of it. The fact that this game gives you the choice that, you know, just you can skip it, but you will see the end result. You won't see how you got there, you won't see what happened to your units, but you get that end result. Sure, you can do that, and I praise the game for allowing that, because sometimes you don't want to watch every animation, you don't want to watch every battle. So the standard and the fast and then the skip is a fast option, which I typically play on because I like seeing the fast animations and I still get that enjoyment out of it. I still get to play at my pace and I also get to see the animations that I want to see. But also, if there's like a billion squads, sometimes I can skip it and I enjoy that. But the fact that the devs at the Vanillaware thought of that is just great. It is just great that they thought of that. That they considered the player's time. And they consider that sometimes these stages can last for a while and we have a lot of units. So let's think accessibility for players. All just makes sense. It all just works together. It's like a large melting pot where every flavor is just amazing. Look, I gotta stop this video fucking here because this is already getting too long, and all I've talked about is like a little bit at the start of the game, and I'm like 20 minutes on the battle system. Last fucking thoughts: play UnicornOverlord. Get it? I think it's like 30 quid on Amazon, or how much is that? What, $35 for you American fuckers? Get the game. It's so worth it. It's still my game of the year. It's still my game of the year so far. It won't win game of the year. Even if it's nominated, it won't. I'll be betting on it winning best RPG if, you know, Final Fantasy doesn't fucking win it. But game of the year to me, I think is very enjoyable. And I think everyone who's into tactical RPGs or strategy based RPGs should play this game. Peak. I don't even use fucking words like that. That's good. That's good. That's good for an ending of a fucking video. Anyway, thank you for watching, listening, my fucking rambling. See you next time.